now on Fast and Loud.
My heart is racing.
Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman go where no car guy has gone before.
Whoa!
When Richard gets his paws on a 72 Pantera.
Pretty clean. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna be pissed off.
And Aaron tries to swap its big V8.
That's so awesome to pull the motor out of the wrong end of the car.
With a little V6 from a pickup truck.
Twin turbo V6.
All right, let's do it. You gotta do it now.
Then Richard brings back a blast from the past.
What is this?
And connects with a car building legend.
Chip Foose just walked in here.
And the weirdest test drive ever opens the door to a trade.
Oh, you have to make a deal.
But the plan for a super swap might just run out of gas.
I think the warranty's up on it.
But when Pantera claws turn into flaws,
This sucks.
Aaron's most ambitious build ever hits the wall,
One more battle that we're having to fight.
sending Richard right through the roof.
If I have to replace the whole roof, that's gonna suck. Our new hobby?
I thought it did pretty good.
Have we seen enough? This really sucks, dude. We're in San Diego for, what, 4 hours?
Nothing in San Diego sucks.
No, only getting to be here for 4 hours.
Sure, but it's better than not being in San Diego for 4 hours.
While Aaron's mind might be California dreaming, I'm thinking ahead to the Big Barrett Jackson coming up. It's the new one on the East Coast, and it's gonna get a lot of eyeballs on it. So I've got my eye open for the right car to build, take to the auction, and make a big splash and a ton of cash. I'm hoping this is the one. This is a 72 Pantera. What caught my eye on it is that it was white with white wheels.
That's pretty cool. It's kind of a Miami Vice feel to it.
You just also don't see very many white cars.
I don't think that I've ever seen a white Pantera.
Looks like that under the cover. This one actually found me. The lady who had it sent me some pictures, and her husband owned the Pantera for a really long time, and he's since passed away, and it's time for her to sell her husband's old car. Hey, Sandy. We spoke on the phone. I'm Richard Rawlings.
Yes, hi, gentlemen. I'm Sandy. I am Sandy Saska. I am the owner of the 1972 Ford Pantera. Since 1975, since we've lived in this house, I've been never able to park any of my cars in the garage.
Very cool.
So I thought, what great opportunity to get the car sold. I'd be able to park my car in the garage.
You know how many owners it had before you guys? Or?
I think just one before.
Killer. Really nice car. So did you guys drive it, a whole lot or just every once in a while?
We take it out on the weekends, a couple times during the week.
Little what we call whiskey dent in Texas?
Yeah, something happened there.
One of the coolest things about the Pantera is it's something that's kind of missing from the Ford lineup is when they didn't have a supercar. So when these cars were built, and this one in 72, this was an exciting car. It still is.
If you wanted to buy a supercar in the early 70s, but you didn't want to break the bank, you couldn't do better than a De Tomaso Pantera. It had a lot of standard features that were just options on the Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and powered it all with a 5.8-liter Ford 351. And that meant you couldn't just afford the car, you could also afford the mechanic. Killer. They're not super hard to find, but people tend to hold on to them. It's a lot of cool and a lot of hot rod for the money. They're neat cars, and we've had a lot of them float through the shop. I don't know, probably a dozen. And for whatever reasons, things just never got lined up right to hot rod a Pantera. This one could change all that. It looks like it's in great shape. Well, you think it'll start?
Yes, let's start this up.
With some ease, too.
You take it for a ride?
Absolutely.
Jump in, Aaron. Let's go around the block. We're back in a little while.
All righty.
Maybe.
Enjoy. My heart is racing.
Feels tight. Yeah. It's not all rattly.
It feels good. It sounds good. I think it definitely runs a little better than the last few we've had.
I think it runs better than anyone we've had. Whoa! The tires are definitely old. Because that thing...
Damn good little car.
It is, man.
I've always loved Panteras, not because of what they are, but what they could be. So every time we buy one, I always think maybe it's the time we build one. A dozen or so Panteras later, the time is now. We need to hot rod this one.
I gotta agree with Aaron. This Pantera could be built into a car that bidders just go crazy for at Barrett Jackson. Plus, starting with a solid car, the build should go that much faster. You just have to get it at the right price. Super cool. We get this thing under 30 grand. golden. All right, under 30, under 30.
We started the negotiations for the car. Naturally, I had my price in mind.
What do you want for it?
Let's start at 37.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. She started at 37 grand, which is on the high end of what this car might be worth if a few things were fixed. I'm thinking more like 25 grand.
Richard came back down with a very low 25,000. No, let's do a little bit better than that, please.
I've had a lot of these cars, so 27.5.
The garage space is important to me, but I think we can do a little bit better than that, please.
If I step up much more than that, it'll be the most I've ever paid for a stock one. But she wanted her garage space. She wanted to be able to park in the garage for the first time since 1975. I'll throw another grand at it because then when I pay the money to get it to Dallas, I'll be in it at 30 grand, which is pushing the envelope for these cars. So 28.5.
That sounds fabulous.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I get a Pantera and you get garage space.
I certainly do. This is exciting.
That's a decent deal for Gas Monkey. I didn't exactly, run off with the best deal in the world, but get it back to Dallas and see what we can turn it into. Aaron will have a couple of weeks to figure out his plan before it gets back, and then Barrett Jackson, here we come. And we got our cars coming in, right?
Yes.
That's starting to be a problem. So we just got back from sunny San Diego in time for some lovely Dallas weather, and Christy's giving me a rundown on everything that's been going on since I've been gone, and I just noticed a wet spot on my $250,000 Ford GT.
Vroom, vroom.
It drips like that every time it rains.
Can't have that. Looks like we got a roof leak. We're gonna have to get somebody out here to take a look at the roof. Look, owning a garage comes with expenses. That's just the way it is. But a roof repair, that's one of the things that I dread the most because when you're building a business plan and you're, buying buildings and you're trying to expand your business, the last thing you want to think about is a very expensive roof replacement. If I have to replace the whole roof, that's gonna suck. That's gonna be huge. This is a big-ass place.
Okay. Do you have a company that you want me to call? Do you know somebody?
Just I think the guys that help us with the floors own a roofing company. Call them. I think it's Cinemark or something like that. God dang it, man, that's my $500,000 GT.
Do you want me to have the boys move it?
No, I want my roof fixed. I don't think that it has as much power as it does old tires.
Pretty clean, though.
It is pretty rad. Me and Aaron went down and got this in San Diego a few weeks back, but I just drug it off the truck. Supposedly this guy was a Pantera fanatic, and this one he kept the longest.
Car looks like it's always been maintained. Doesn't look like it's ever been blown apart for decades on end.
And it drives way better than any Pantera I've ever owned. Barrett Jackson's having a new auction up on the East Coast. Now, they're already a primo auction house, but this is the first time they've done it up there, and it's liable to attract some pretty high-end buyers. All I gotta do now is find a car that's cool enough to get in a bidding war, and boom, Gas Monkey gets paid.
What year is this thing?
72.
It's almost as old as I am. I think it weathered a little better than me, though.
So the timing is right to put some Gas Monkey shine on our 72 Pantera. Done right, this would draw a bunch of buyers with huge money.
Body's pretty good on it, dude.
Yeah. This one right here, I think, is a great car as a whole.
The doors fit good. All that stuff still fits and opens and shuts nice. That's
yeah, no, it's a good little car.
I'm kind of down for building something pretty crazy, but we'd have to step up the game a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you, I think you need to tip the scales in the unique department. We know what V8s can do. Hell, if we put a Coyote with a blower on it, we can make 800 horsepower in a car. So there's nothing new about that.
Yeah.
But I think putting a 600 horse six-cylinder in this thing would be a different story. Putting an EcoBoost in here and maybe getting this thing to the auction block might be interesting.
Whoa, 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 an EcoBoost? I mean, that's a six-cylinder. No, the bidders aren't gonna bid on a six-cylinder. Nobody puts big money into a six.
Well, that's where you're wrong. It's lighter than a V8. It packs plenty of horsepower, and Ford thought so much of their twin-turbo EcoBoost, they're putting it in their 2017 GT. I think that it'll hit the holy crap factor, and anyone who says, it's a V6, I would say bring your Pantera, bring your car, and let's see which one's faster.
It'd be interesting to see what people think. Changing the Pantera over to V6. I mean, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna be pissed off.
That's 100% what the reaction I'm after.
Here's the plan for the 72 Pantera.
The body's in good shape. We just got to knock off some of the 72 to help clean up the look. And then we're going to tighten up the suspension with Ride Tech coilovers. And then we're going to bring this car into the 21st century with a set of custom wheels from Rotiform.
You rarely see white Pantera, so that's a good enough reason for sticking with white. But for this one's second chapter on life, we're going to have Coy update it to a little bit more professional white.
The monster change is swapping out the V8 for the lighter, smaller EcoBoost V6. The EcoBoost already makes almost 400 horsepower, but by changing the turbos and a few other tweaks, we're hoping to coax out nearly 600.
I'm expecting big things with this Pantera, so I'm giving it a healthy budget of 75 grand and 6 weeks to get it done. That'll leave me with a couple of weeks to show it off before loading it on a truck and heading to Barrett-Jackson.
You know what? The car we're starting off with is nice enough you'll be making grocery runs in it before we even have to load it on the truck.
You think so?
I think so.
Maybe I should start a list. Beer.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is unique enough, weird enough, and timed appropriately enough to really fetch some good cash.
Who am I to argue with 6 really smart guys? Get after it.
Wow. Well, that's the smartest thing he's ever said.
Yeah. It's 6, right?
Well, let's get it inside. There's a lot of stuff here we don't need.
Auction's in 8 weeks. Get it done.
You know, I feel pretty confident that we can get done in 6 weeks or less. On top of that, I do think it'll break 6 figures.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Richard's latest find has the monkeys scratching their heads.
Wow, what is this?
And the Pantera's already got Aaron stumped.
Does anyone have any idea? If y'all are ready, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna get my toolbox.
I think this is one of the best cars we've had in to build. And so I'm pretty happy we're gonna get into it. You know, the one thing I don't know about Panteras, I don't know if the engine comes out the top or if it comes out the bottom. Does anyone have any idea?
I have no idea.
Does anyone have a book?
Rack it and find out. So we get this lid off it.
So we've had a bunch of junky Panteras, and the more we've had, the more my curiosity grew. You know what I can do with one of these?
Wow. God, these wheels don't weigh anything, man.
This 72 is in fine shape. It's a good, solid platform to start with, and so this is the time to find out if curiosity can kill this cat.
Hey, look, it comes with tools.
I've always had a soft spot for these things.
There she is.
Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, and not to mention 1972. This is pretty freaking wild.
Hey.
The EcoBoost swap into the Pantera has never been done before. How difficult will it be? Well, I don't know yet, because to build something truly unique, you have to blaze new trails, and sometimes that means answering questions that haven't been asked yet. We've got a big jigsaw puzzle, and one big problem is we don't have an EcoBoost here.
The muscle on the table off?
John and I were looking around, and they kind of seem available, but not really sure. Possibility we may have to yank one out of a pickup to get the twin-turbo 3.5.
Oh, and they just hit you flush. You really need to go back to painting.
Bedtime, dude.
The 3.5-liter EcoBoost will be lighter, which means the car could be faster, which means it's going to turn harder, stop harder. Pretty cool.
Mike?
Hey, would you give me a 9/16 wrench out of the top drawer?
Really, Mike?
Holy crap, that's a lot of wrenches.
Ooh!
This didn't take long.
Getting the motor out might be a little interesting.
Yeah, looks like it. So I've been doing some digging around. Found a guy that has one for sale, and he's willing to come down to the shop and let us take a look at it at least.
If he'll come by today, tell him get in the truck and head on.
All right, I'll call him right now.
Thanks. The good news is John found a 3.5 EcoBoost motor. The bad news is that it's in a 2013 long bed F-150. But if that's the quickest way to get our paws on it and start modifying it, well, then so be it.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get this out of here without something up.
I wouldn't mind throwing a strap on the back to balance it.
You like it?
That's so awesome to pull the motor out of the wrong end of the car.
Check it out. While I was cruising the old interwebs looking for a Pantera to build, I found this custom one down in Florida. Now, it might not look like a Pantera right now, but it started out as one, a pretty famous one at that.
What is this?
It may be crazy looking by today's standards, but here's what got my attention. This car was customized by a legendary hot rod builder, Sam Foose. Sam Foose is one of the granddaddies of the hot rod world. He started tinkering around cars after World War II and pretty much defined what made a hot rod a hot rod. But it turns out his greatest creation was his son, Chip, who became a famous car designer in his own right, building cars for movies like Gone in 60 Seconds and hosting one of the first TV hot rod shows. Hey, you know how popular those can be. Car's never been changed from the way it was built, and it would just kind of never got seen again. Looking at it today, you'd never know that the car Sam started out with was a Rex Pantera. Hell, it was just balled up. Dude, don't do that. They work for reals. Check it out. They're a little slow, but they come up. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Shut the front door.
Man, they were doing some strange stuff in the 70s. You know, I called Chip to verify it before I bought it, and he's like, yeah, that's the car. He couldn't believe I found the car, and he was really interested.
As much as I don't understand it, in 75, this would have blown my mind.
It's all stock Pantera under here. Just...
Yeah, it's like a Pantera.
I gave $49.5 for it. You don't find many show car survivors with those kind of names attached to them that haven't been sold, you know, 20 times.
I like it. I don't know what to think about it, but I like it.
I'll have Mater park it inside. I have a feeling Chip Foose might want to make an offer on it.
Here we go again, dude. Lots of stripping.
Yeah, man, it shouldn't be bad. This one's in better shape than any of the others.
Hey. What? Donor truck for the EcoBoost should be coming in right about now. You want to take a little break so we can see the look on Richard's face?
How you doing, guys?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Aaron.
I'm JR, I'm from Terrell, Texas. And I'm Perry Stovall, and I'm from Terrell, Texas. That's the EcoBoost you ordered.
Yeah.
Jonathan calls me up, he says, we want that truck, can you bring it to us? So here I am.
I'll tell you, I've never even driven an EcoBoost truck. What did you think about it? Was it quick enough? Or?
Yeah, it's got plenty of power.
Yeah, I tell you the truth, I didn't know a lot about it, and I decided to kind of do this swap, and I was doing some research on it, and I'm pretty impressed.
Man, I tell you what, he got a wild idea. He's talking about putting twin turbos on it, bigger turbos. I sure hope it works for him.
Not only is this the quickest way to get my hands on an EcoBoost, but this one comes road tested. I know it runs. It's been running for 130,000 miles. Now, ultimately, we're going to go through the motor. We're going to add modified turbos and a few other things to increase the horsepower.
What's up, guys?
Oh, this is Perry and Junior.
Right on. What is this?
Well, this is a pickup truck, sir. Fine American automobile. It's a twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 3.5.
How many miles are on it?
133.
Is that good? Bad for one of these motors? What?
It's absolutely just fine.
The whole thing just feels wrong. I mean, starting with a 6-cylinder instead of an 8, you know, and then getting that motor out of an old pickup truck. But Aaron says with, you know, some doodads and some turbos and this and that, he can get it all the way up to 600-plus horsepower, even though he hasn't done it before. And this is really what you want to do?
Yeah, this is exactly what I want to do.
You've come up with some crazy stuff before, but this not top the list.
Oh, this isn't too weird.
It's pretty weird. All right, so how much is it?
It's 10-3.
I don't know. Aaron, is that a good price, bad price?
To be honest, he's in the money there.
How much more room can you move on it?
Well, I've already moved about $800 on it.
Well, that's your $800. Let's talk about my $800.
No, that's a good price on everything.
Can you go $9,500?
No, sir. I'll do 10,000 and I'm done. That's an extremely good buy.
All right.
Let's do it.
No, you got to do it now. That's what you got to do.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go get you some money, sir.
Right.
Come on in.
Well, I'm excited. This motor's absolutely disgusting, but it runs great. I can't wait to get it out and start prepping it for its new home.
Aaron, you got yourself a long bed pickup truck.
All right.
All right, guys.
Less cab, extra bed. And as soon as Mike and Kiki get the car stripped, we'll move right into fitting the EcoBoost into the Pantera right on schedule.
This car has had a couple paint jobs, so Kiki and I have our hands full with sanding it down to bare metal. And we're feeling pretty good because for once, there shouldn't be a ton of body work ahead to slow us down. This car's got way too tight of a deadline for that.
That sucks. This was a no-driving son of a bitch. This sucks. Oh, yeah.
Dude, this quarter is trashed.
This thing is covered head to toe in Bondo. There's dents every inch of this car. This is a bad situation for me and Keenan. We're screwed.
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
Golly!
The Pantera's flaws are revealed.
The car has been hit about 406 times.
Yeah!
And Richard takes a living legend on the test drive of a lifetime.
We're still rolling.
Oh!
Hi. So, as the story goes, we get the car stripped down. What we were told was a great car, low mileage car. Well, it's a piece of crap.
For what it was.
Yeah, we got it cleaned up, but not all we hoped for.
That's what I was afraid of. Coy and the crew here have stripped the car down, and what we're doing is making preparations to actually do our first test fit. Golly, it's gone. Yep, there's rust, and worse. This one's gone too. The car has been hit what appears to be about 406 times. And every time they hit it, they would simply drill a hole in the side of it, run a screw in it, and yank it back out with a slide hammer. One of the most barbaric methods of doing it, but nevertheless, they have done it. And so we're gonna have to cut all these, basically every corner off the car. Golly, you're not kidding. It's like every time he left the house, he hit something. Sure did. We may have to do a little bit of triage on this. Get the ones that are the worst the first, and I'll make decisions on the other ones later, okay? Richard's auction deadline isn't going to wait for rust repair, so I'm putting our fabrication guy, Webster, and every other available mechanic within reach on sheet metal duty. Well, we'll fix it all, but the collateral damage will be to my schedule. I may have to sacrifice some of the custom work that I pitched to Richard.
There's just so much work to be done. We don't have time. We're running out of time quickly, and there's still a lot to be done.
Again, we're foobarred.
I hired Cinemark to fix my roof for $250 grand. So that Pantera Aaron's building better be finished on time and on budget because I can't resell a used roof. Whoa! Whoa! So what's the dealio?
The car's a bit rustier than we imagined. There's a couple of problems. One being it's more rusty than we imagined. The rear quarter, the rocker on the front and the back behind the door, and what it looks like on this side, it's the same on the other side. Just rust repair, rust repair, rust repair. It's nothing we can't handle. It's just gonna be one more battle that we're having to fight. So it's that much longer before we can start hot rodding it because we gotta fix all the problems.
What's this doing to our time frame? Are we losing like a couple of days or 5 days?
Well, it depends on how long it takes us to do rust repair. But you know, I mean, that's the difference. You know, when we get cars that we don't have to have this, we would already be working on custom sheet metal for the front end, custom sheet metal on the deck lid. And so whenever we have to do more repair, that's less custom.
Less custom is not the news I wanted to hear. I mean, Aaron's all hopped up about getting this motor up to 600 horsepower and things like that. But the custom work is what people are going to see when it starts rolling across the auction block at Barrett-Jackson. He hasn't even started the motor yet. It's starting to make me a little queasy.
Right now, it's just we're going to try and just get the car looking right and getting the corner marker shaved, and we may have to back out of some things here and there.
Still got to make money, and rust repair costs money because it costs time, and time is money.
Well, at this point, I'd say our options are nigh.
Well, rust repair it is. I'm going to go do what I do.
All day.
I'm thinking I shave it like yours on the sides.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because you got a big peanut head.
But it's all gray. Holy cow, what are you doing here?
Heard you had my dad's car.
Chip Foose just walked in here. Christy?
How are you?
I'm Christy.
So I look up, and there's a living legend. I mean, Chip Foose, his dad, Sam Foose. I mean, these guys were car customizers forever. So to have him walking in my office is pretty damn cool.
How are you?
Holy cow. So you really just jumped a plane and came down?
Yeah, is it here?
Yeah, it's
I
right
haven't
here.
seen this car since 1975.
Did you bring some money?
Maybe.
As far as I'm concerned, the reason I'm sitting here talking to you is because a long time ago on overhauling, Chip gave me and Aaron a shot. We were on the show a few times, and he's the reason I'm here. And it turns out that Chip found out I have his dad's car. I guess everybody just lost track of it. Well, I found it in Florida, and I bought it.
Oh, wow.
So your dad built this when?
1975, he finished it.
And it's 72 Pantera, right?
Yes. Oh, that is so cool. That's still the original tires that were on it.
Really?
Richard said that he had bought this car and heard that my father had built it. I told him yes, exactly the way he finished it. I told him if he's gonna sell it, I want to own it. I'm here today so we can make this happen. Diakosa is what the name was.
Uh-huh.
The original owner, he was Greek, and Diakosa in Greek is 200. That's why it says Diakosa 200. My father built the Diakosa in 1975.
Look at that, dude.
My father's my hero. I want to own anything that my father did.
Check it out, dude.
And my goal is to buy this car from Richard. I want to actually clean it up and give it back to my dad, because I'll get it back from him one day.
Dude, we could go for a ride, but it's raining.
You said it's for sale, right?
Yeah, but I always like to take people for a test drive first. Gotta go for a test drive, but it's Texas and it's crappy weather right now and it's raining, so had a good idea. I've got a drive simulator next door in my new building.
All right.
I'm serious. You know, like when you golf, kick through the gears and freaking rip it. Whoa! Come on, Floyd, quit being a sissy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right.
So this is the way you do it here at Gas Monkey, huh?
Yep. Woo! Well, is that good enough? You like it?
I like it. It feels like we're actually driving. Woo! So if you want to work this deal, you want cash or you want one of my cars?
I like cash, but I like your cars.
Get out of the road, Grandma. Chip Foos. Hold on, guys.
Oh, give me a good side.
Why don't you come out and look at what I've got?
All right. Park this thing.
You can bring this with you?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
We're still rolling.
Oh, I forgot. You can tell us when we stop.
That is good. That looks great.
You want to go up, or you happy?
Yep.
All right.
John and Aaron found a truck about 130,000 miles with the motor that we need for the Pantera. It's got a good service record on the truck. It's exactly what we needed.
One power plant.
Bingo. The EcoBoost is turbo equipped, but I've got plans to upgrade these little hair dryers.
Look how little that is.
They're tiny. Before we can get to fitting the motor into the Pantera, we'll have to mate it to the car's original ZF transmission. The Pantera came originally equipped with a ZF box, and keeping it will save us tens of thousands of dollars.
Let's make magic.
But being that this is the first time an EcoBoost is going in a Pantera, mating the motor to the transmission will require a first-of-its-kind solution.
Get her started?
Yeah. And so QuickTime did us a favor and built us a bell housing. This is the only one on the planet that connects a 3.5 EcoBoost to a ZF box.
Hey, that worked out all right.
Not bad.
I don't expect any success. Barely. I don't think this will go deep enough into the car. Don't bring it down any right now.
Well, it's a good thing this thing's dented already.
Whoa, stop. Even though the EcoBoost is smaller and lighter than the original V8, it has a whole different footprint, so it's still going to be a tight fit.
Hey, what the hell's going on? We had 2 more cylinders when we pulled it out.
Yay.
They say there's a first time for everything. Well, this is the first time you've ever seen an EcoBoost in a Pantera.
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
Motor's weird.
Aaron sounding a bit disoriented.
The motor? Well,
It's cutting out a little, huh?
And Chip's surprise for his dad flames out.
I think the warranty's up on it.
Which feature was not included as standard equipment on a brand new De Tomaso Pantera? Was it A, air conditioning, B, power windows, C, door locks, or was it D, AM/FM radio? Which following feature was not included as standard equipment on a brand new De Tomaso Pantera? The answer is D. Although an empty slot was left for one, an AM/FM radio was not standard equipment on new De Tomaso Panteras.
man, that's crazy. Can't wait to get some hair dryers in there. Especially the little intake sitting right there in the throttle. Made us step forward.
Richard's planning on taking the Pantera to Barrett Jackson. We've already lost a ton of time doing rust repair, and now the car's tied up on the mechanic's side while Kiki and Coy sit around an empty paint shop. And as we all know, that's a recipe for disaster.
Think the thing's big enough?
What's big enough?
His head.
What are you idiots doing? This is our new hobby?
I thought it did pretty good.
Yeah, well, I don't have chest hair.
You don't have nipples either.
Yeah, Kiki's right. My head's not big enough.
Like I said, a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it's much taller than I expected.
But the car isn't leaving our side anytime soon. Even though the motor is in, the remaining space isn't exactly what I hoped for. Now, I'll tell you this, though, where I thought I was gonna be able to land the turbos, I'm not gonna be able to land them right there. They're either gonna have to come high or push them further back. Honestly, I'd rather push them further back. The problem I'm facing is the motor was designed to have the firewall behind it and not in front of it. If I use the original intake and throttle body, they'll protrude through the firewall and take up more space than the original V8 in the car. The only way to fix this is to fabricate a new intake manifold from scratch and preserve our firewall.
We don't have the real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
Kiki and I have already done all the work we can on the Pantera's hood, door, and deck lid. And as much as Aaron wants to keep the car to build the headers and whatever on his side, I can't wait anymore. So all I can do is plead my case to Aaron. I don't know how you feel about it, but if you want, we can throw it on the cart. We can start doing body work. We don't really have to have the motor out.
Sounds like a deal.
All right, cool. They're finished now. So we're taking it to paint with the motor still in it.
Jack moves.
All right. If Richard would buy better cars, I wouldn't have to do this. He just failed miserably. It's all bad, but what are you gonna do? Time's ticking, and we're pretty far behind, so I think by the time it's all said and done, they might have 1 week to get this car back together. But we gotta get our part done, too.
Coy's gonna need extra time to push this job through paint. And I have a lot of work ahead of me with this engine.
Come on.
But right now, I've got to bounce out to California and go visit a legend in the hot rodding world. So that kind of makes this the perfect time to let Kiki and Coy work their magic.
I'm Chip Foose, Foose Design here in Huntington Beach. This is my shop. Well, I went down to Gas Monkey Garage and I took a look at my dad's Pantera that he had customized and let Richard know that I really wanted it. 1975, he finished it. He wasn't sure whether he wanted to maybe trade me something or get some cash for the car, so he's bringing the car here to Southern California. Hopefully today, that Pantera will be mine. Today will be the first time my father's seen the car since it left his shop.
I don't think they saw us pull it off the trailer. This should knock his socks off.
They're here.
Where in the hell did you find this?
Well, sir, I found it down in Florida. How you been? Long time no see.
Really? When I walked out and first time I'd seen the car in 40 years, I could not believe how good it looked. Either I did a hell of a good job on it, or the guy took really good care of it.
You know, you think about everything else on the road, you be passing by in this, and they go, oh my God.
It's a rocket ship then.
Yeah.
You know, I think the thing really went over everybody's head. They didn't understand the concept, you know? So how's it run?
It's here. Y'all find out.
I think my dad is in shock that the car is in such great shape and can't wait to drive it with him.
Chip threw the old man in there and went for a joyride.
Burns rubber.
Yep.
Oh, that test drive was absolutely awesome. Whoops, excuse me. It's cutting out a little, huh?
I wonder if it's out of gas.
Oh, it's out of gas?
Yeah, we're out of gas or something.
I think the warranty is up on it.
Yep. All right. How's that for a test drive?
Oh, boy. This thing runs nice and quiet.
Can't even hear it running. What'd you think about that?
That was a nice ride.
Well, that was fun.
When you get a few things fixed, I'll come and pick it up.
Now it sounds like you have to make a deal. Let's go see what you got to trade for. Guys, see y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you, Chip. What do you think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks?
I'll have it for you tonight. I can show you a couple things.
When are you gonna give me this car? I mean, just because we're friends? We're going to look at some cars that Chip would possibly trade for the Diacosa. And right inside the door is one he made from scratch, the Hemisphere.
This was the prototype. There's 4 other ones.
Wow, that's too cool.
The frame and every piece of suspension, everything was designed just for this car.
So you don't wreck these?
No.
The Hemisphere is way more expensive than the Diacosas, so Chip decided to show me some cars that he would trade for, and he didn't hold back. Oh, yeah? What year's that, 42?
42, which is the rarest year.
Finally, Chip showed me something that was well within my trading range, and it's a pretty cool car, too. How many of these do they make?
Only a handful.
It's a 1942 Buick Super 8 convertible. I don't want Chip to know it, but I really got to have this car. I know we're doing a friendly trade deal on his dad's Diacosa, but I'm going to have to put on a negotiating hat and play it cool. So, is this in our realm for trading?
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Richard takes a bite out of Chip.
Can we put the top down?
And Aaron swallows his pride.
I am not a big fan of these parts.
No one wants to spend $250,000 on a roof, but James from Cinemark showed me some problems I just couldn't overlook. God, it does look pretty nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah, all exposed fasteners, holes all over the place. Oh, wow. I've seen enough, man. There's more roof issues up here than we knew about.
Oh, hey, guys. Hey, will you give me a beer? Hey, will you spray this on my back? I got enough blanket for both of us. No?
Here's the Buick I was talking about.
Oh, yeah? What year's that, 42?
42, which is the rarest year.
You know, I don't know how car designers feel about the jobs now, but they must have loved them back then.
We're here at Foos Design in Huntington Beach, California, to do a little horse trading. I brought his dad's Diacosa that I bought out of Florida, hoping to trade him for something he may have here at his shop.
This has the rear intake with the dual carb.
Super rad. Chip just showed me his 1942 Super 8 Buick convertible, and I want the car. But he's also got a whole lot of other cars that might be a better deal for me.
2015 Mustang.
And we can trade for this?
Yeah.
No kidding. And it comes with a guy that washes it.
Yeah.
Freaking rad. Now, what makes this Mustang pretty badass is most of the components on there are one-off Chip Foos built.
The hood scoop, the front lower chin, the side scoops. I also changed the grille.
Cool car. All the adaptation that Chip did to it is really, really badass. And on top of that, it's green and black, my 2 favorite colors. You tore this car all the way down and color changed it.
Yeah.
Golly.
And resurfaced the whole body.
But Chip's still got one more car to show us.
I got a Zephyr in here for you.
A Zephyr? I like Zephyrs.
It's all modern Lincoln LS. Motor, transmission, and all the suspension. And it's airbag.
I like air sacs. I really dig Zephyrs, and this 41 is in great shape. New driveline, new paint, airbags, you name it. The wheels don't really suit it, but man, this is gonna be a hard choice. Can we take it for a ride?
Yeah.
I'm digging this so far. What do you think?
Open the door.
I think it's an interesting car.
Can we put the top down?
Probably. I've never put it down.
If you've never put it down, then I don't want to mess with it. Right on. It's freaking cool. So I checked out the Zephyr, and it's cool. I like that style of car, but it also is kind of dorky. It just needs to, you know, it needs actually a little bit of this guy on it for about a week, and it'd be a pretty rad car. Heck yeah. Let's drop it like it's hot.
It's not exactly my style. I'm not a big fan of that year Zephyr, like the early ones. But it does look like a car that has a lot of potential. It just has a little bit of ugly that needs to get knocked off of it. My bid's on the red one.
Oh, the Buick?
That's right.
So there's the Buick, the Mustang, and the Zephyr. I want them all. It's not every day, though, you can get a car from Chip Foos, so I'm trying to weigh out my options there. You know?
He really likes the Mustang, and he likes the 41 Zephyr. Which one he's gonna take? I don't know yet. You know this is a 4-cylinder, right?
It is?
4-cylinder with a hairdryer.
I think you just made up my mind. I'm going with that.
All right.
Let's do that. Cool, we got a deal. I think it was a really good trade. I think it was fair on both sides to make that trade and make it happen. Super cool. And it's a beautiful sunny day, as it always is in California, so I say we go hit the beach and get a fish taco and maybe a cold beer.
Man, let's get out. I need a Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, wait for me.
Back to work. Looks like all the parts for the headers came in while I was gone. Holy crap. I was afraid they wouldn't have those. The formed collector or the exhaust bucket, whichever. When it comes to time, we're perpetually behind. We never have enough time to do anything that we do. So, are we behind? Well, that goes without saying, but since some people can't grasp the obvious, then while explaining, we are behind. We're always behind. In this situation, maybe more so, because get right down to it, I can't throw money at it. Well, Richard can't throw money at it. Doesn't matter who you are, you can't throw money at it. The parts don't exist, so until I make them, they don't exist. We have headers to fabricate, an intake to fabricate, exhaust to fabricate, and then all the plumbing. So we have a long road ahead of us in very few days.
Because he was so confident that he would finish this build in 6 weeks, I gave Aaron a long leash on this build, and I've stayed out of the way. But the car's still in paint. He's just now starting to work on the headers, and that doesn't even say anything about the turbos and the intercoolers and everything else, and I don't know what else he has up his sleeve. You know, he's so far behind that I know I'm not gonna get all the custom touches that he promised.
Oh, it's a mile up there.
I need that car ready for Barrett Jackson in 3 weeks.
Dang it, Ray. I am not a big fan of these parts.
I mean, I know it's risky, but if I'm gonna get top dollar for this car, it's gotta go across the auction block.
The time is a big thing. I don't like the material I'm working with, and I don't have very much time.
I just spent $250,000 fixing the roof, and if Aaron drops the ball on this one, I'm gonna be short way more than beer money this month.
Next week on Fast and Loud, as Aaron and the Monkeys race to finish the Pantera.
I'm not even gonna ask about money, but how are we doing on time?
Richard heads to the races with Miller Lite NASCAR driver Brad Keselowski.
Let's roll. Get in there and rip it. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
But with Barrett Jackson coming up fast, can Aaron pull off his grand design in time?
Oh my God.
Or will Richard be showing up empty-handed?
You call me when it's ready to drive.
Huge problem.
Now on Fast and Loud.
What are we doing?
Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman hammered down on their 72 Pantera as they try to get it done in time for an all-new Barrett Jackson auction.
Just more crap we don't need.
But time and turbos are not on their side.
We're sorely out of time.
As Aaron's plan for a one-of-a-kind engine swap
Could be exciting.
sputters out.
Hey, turn off.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Meanwhile, Richard takes NASCAR driver Brad Keselowski for a ride.
God, I love that.
Then heads to Texas Motor Speedway
This is the
to watch the Miller Lite team put pedal to the metal.
Yeah!
Before trying to score big money on the block at Barrett.
We're making some casheronis.
Will the Monkeys win their race to make the auction?
We might be in trouble on this one.
Or will Aaron's big Pantera plan
We have to finish the car.
leave Richard in the lurch?
That's a mess. Get out, sleeve.
Who's doing what here?
We're all lifted.
Is this the right amount of this?
That's 3 on each end. That's more than we had last time.
I don't know where I'm gonna grab it.
Right there.
I got a set of jack stands here. Hang on. Okay, go. Power lift.
I'll be excited to get it out of here.
But it's looking pretty. We're a good 3 weeks into this Pantera build, which is supposed to be done in 6. Kenny and I have done everything we could to get back on schedule after a ton of bodywork has been done on this car.
It's a good-looking car, man.
We know. But like Mom always said, you can't rush paint. Well, and you're not wearing that to school. Get back in here.
Watch your. When we got this Pantera in San Diego, we took it out and it ran and drove well, so we could tell that the owner really appreciated this Ford-powered Prowler. Whoa! But to challenge myself and the crew, I wanted to attempt something that was incredibly new and unproven. I think putting a 600-horse six-cylinder in this thing would be a different story. Putting an EcoBoost in here might be interesting.
Is that good? Bad for one of these?
We pulled a 3.5-liter EcoBoost out of a pickup truck and got to work. Yeah, it had 130,000 miles on it, but there was no indication it was soon to expire. The fact that no one's put this motor in a Pantera before means that no one's made the parts to do the swap. And that's precisely why, for the first time, I'm building an intake from scratch. This is more about space and about location rather than actual performance. There are a couple things I would do differently on this to increase the performance, but right now, we just gotta get a car that'll run. The problem is I need the intake and the throttle body to face the rear of the car, where the turbos will be located. In the Pantera, the motor faces the firewall, and so all the room is to the rear.
We don't have the real estate.
Exactly. But the original plastic manifold can't just be turned around, and there's no third-party solution, so I get to build it. Have I ever built one before? No, but why should that stop me?
I'm very happy with the results so far.
We're sorely out of time, but sometimes when I get to the point where I'm so screwed, I'm so out of time, just turn it on even harder. If we're already late, let's be late for a reason.
There's a new Barrett-Jackson coming up in just 3 weeks, and it's the first one on the East Coast, and I need this Pantera there. But the motor's not even back in the car yet, much less breathing fire. How we doing?
One step closer every time.
At least the car's back from paint, but all the customization that Aaron promised, like putting the intakes in the back windows and putting the fog lights in the front, I don't see any of that happening. Is all this gonna fit?
There is a potential for it to be a problem. Don't expect there to be, but there definitely could be. It's just getting everything in here and getting the deck lid shut over it is gonna be interesting.
Now, having a one-of-a-kind EcoBoost inside a Pantera could probably boost its value, but Aaron's never done one. Hell, nobody's ever done one. All right, well, I'll leave you guys to it then. I'll feel a lot better when I see the thing actually running and driving.
There's a lot left to do.
I need a white Pantera, not a white elephant. Make it work. You know, with the garage doing so well, we always have fans stopping by, and sometimes they're the fastest and coolest fans out there. Can I help? Oh, holy cow, dude. What's up, man?
Richard, buddy, what's up?
What's been going on?
I'm Brad Keselowski, driver number 2, Miller Lite Ford Fusion in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series.
Brad Keselowski is the 2010 NASCAR Nationwide Series champion, the 2012 Sprint Car champion, and he even has his own race team. But if you ask me about his most impressive achievement, I'd say it's driving Team Penske's number 2 Miller Lite race car. Boom!
On my way to Texas Motor Speedway and had to go check out some other fast cars. Figured I'd go to the baddest place in town.
We got a few.
Yeah, let's check them out. What do you got over here? I'm a race car driver, so I love fast cars, I love loud cars, I love crazy, unique cars. And when you think of that and you're in Texas, you think of Gas Monkey Garage. So I had to come here and see it.
How we gonna do this weekend? You gonna do good?
We're here to win. I think I got a fast car. Holy, what is that?
That is a 2005 Ford GT that we just got through building a while back. It was slightly damaged. We put it back together and made a lower, meaner, leaner Ford GT.
It's beautiful. Black.
It's pretty rad. I'll tell you, I was still a little stunned having a NASCAR champion just stroll into the garage like that, but played it tricky, Ricky, cool.
Richard, I want this car.
Everything has a prize.
Can I test drive it first?
Well, I can drive it with you in the passenger seat.
Aw.
You wouldn't let me drive your race car, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
It's a bad dude. You've heard a lot of cool cars in life, but this one's pretty cool.
Let's do it. Where do you want to go?
I want to go fast, know that.
That sounds good. Let's get this thing dirty.
Heck yeah.
When he showed me the Ford GT, that's a sweet ride. Dude, I would get in so much trouble if I owned this car.
Oh, this car will get you in trouble.
Yeah. God, I love that.
Yeah, when we built this, they were like, oh, you can't build that, blah, 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 you can't mess with it.
All kinds of people try to tell you what you can't do.
Tell us crap.
Dude, this is an awesome car. You guys did a hell of a job.
It's a rad dude. Woo! There we go. With the Pantera build going the way it is, it'll be good to get out to the track and blow off some steam, you know, watch somebody else crash and burn. But not my Brad. I mean, I don't want him messing up my #2 Miller Lite car. You're racing out here at Texas Motor Speedway. You think I can get in and get down to the pits and check it out?
Yeah, I might know a few people with some connections.
I just didn't know if you were allowed to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Bring a beer-drinking white trash idiot down there on the tarmac?
Woo! You're in. Let's go.
All right, cool.
Texas Motor. It was an amazing day here at Gas Monkey Garage, but where's the beer assistant?
Woo! Rawlings racing, man. Come on, let's go. I'm in first.
This guy. Bring your crew.
Cool. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good one and good luck. Go fast.
Looking forward to it.
We'll see you there.
What a car.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. This is serious. I hope this part makes the show. I sent the motor out to Jamie for a serious once-over and to clean it up. I don't know if amazing's the right word, but in comparison to its previous appearance, it looks great. And Charles did the same for the ZF transaxle.
We're super far behind, so we need to expedite this as fast as possible.
You got the top?
Yep. Wait, come on. That's the... Oh, sweet.
Once we get the transaxle back together, it'll get bolted up to the motor. And this package will be ready to be delivered to its new home in the Pantera.
We could start coming down, but we're still over the back of the cars. Watch your output shaft on that wall over there.
Man, I don't know if this old ticker can take that anymore.
It may be lighter than a V8, but stabbing the 6 in here is going to be one tight squeeze.
Everything's on. I'm feeling pretty good, finally. And that brings us to what I've been waiting for, the key to upping the horsepower. The Boost in EcoBoost, 2 new turbochargers.
All right, let's see how this is gonna fit.
But what precious space is left in the engine compartment is gonna end up looking like a plumber's convention, because to get the most out of the turbochargers, they need an intercooler as well.
All right, kiddies, now it's time for Aaron's Tech Talk, where he talks about things you don't understand.
Welcome, everybody.
This week, we're going to find out how to make a 6-cylinder motor perform more like a V8 by way of turbochargers.
We're going to learn how turbo technology allows us to build a better, brighter future through more horsepower and faster street cars. Come with me, please. We're going to make our V6 EcoBoost produce the power of a V8 by forcing more air into it. More air! More air! The boost part of EcoBoost is actually 2 turbos. The turbos use hot exhaust gases to compress air. The action of compressing it creates heat. But the hot air is less dense and carries less fuel, which keeps us from making more horsepower. So we use a thing called an intercooler. On the Pantera, it's actually an air-to-air intercooler. We'll take the hot air, we'll run it through an air radiator. And then so as the air passes through it, it'll exchange the heat, and our air headed to the motor leaves very cool in comparison to what it was when it came out of the turbo. The colder air going back into the motor can carry more fuel, so we can get a bigger explosion out of it, which should produce more horsepower in a very small package. A little more vroom vroom. All this means is there is a considerable amount of plumbing to have to squeeze into the rear end of the Pantera. First, the exhaust.
Since the exhaust is gonna run down low beneath everything,
I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to build the exhaust from the turbos out the back of the car, especially considering the short distance on it, and then stack stuff on top of it. And then I kind of do have room to put mufflers in here, but turbos kill so much of the noise. Just more crap we don't need. Not to mention, this car's got to have some kind of presence.
What a mess.
Snazzy, snazzy.
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
Go ahead, fire.
The EcoBoost stutters at the starting line.
Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. And you feeling good? Yeah.
And Richard thirsts for a big Miller Lite finish.
I'm gonna crank it and see if we can build some oil pressure.
Cool.
Not all pressure yet.
Hey, Let's put fuel in the tank and see while we're doing this on a non-fire situation and see about a fuel leak. You know, let's go ahead and check that before we get into a big nasty situation.
Hey, look under there, see if you see anything pouring out of the bottom.
I'd say our problems are pretty large if that's the case. We've opened the motor and we've made several changes to this engine's systems. So before we waste any time with plumbing, I need to know if the engine wants to run again. Let's go ahead and fire it. If it does light, shut it right back down. Okay. After it lights. Could be exciting. Hey, turn off. Yeah, a little bit of a backfire kit here in the end.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kill it. Let it sit for a second. Let's go. And we'll hit it again.
You got to realize that when we've been struggling over this car for a few weeks, when it finally gets to the point when it's going to make some noise, it's going to get everyone's attention.
You got to hear this. I still got no coolant, and I don't want to run real long. I love it. That's awesome. Makes my heart beat.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I thought I heard some movement back here.
Yeah, a little bit. So we just fired it for the first time. We didn't run it very long because we see I've got a couple systems undone, but we're very, very close. The intercooler is the last functional system on it. And
Where are you going to put those things?
We've got a new intercooler coming from Florida. It'll be here first thing in the morning. And rather than being two separate ones, it's one, and then they both come inside and then go out the center, which gives me a little more room. And so...
You know, when Aaron starts giving me too much detail, I just kind of start zoning out. But I heard that car from my office, and that's a good sign. Now, if they can just get it done in time for me to take it to auction, that'll be a good day. But speaking of good days, tomorrow's gonna be one because the Miller Lite NASCAR team's in town, and I'm gonna be at the races. Well, there you go. All right, call me when it's ready to drive. Or just yell. You don't have to call me. I'm not that far away. What are we doing? Are we going through tech?
Yup, we got pre-race inspection.
So it's springtime in Texas, and I'm at the NASCAR race at the Texas Motor Speedway. I tell you what, this is the We are having a good time. We got the Miller Lite #2 car, Brad Keselowski driving. I mean, you can't even say Keselowski. How do you, Keselowski? So Brad came by the shop a couple of days ago, popped in, took him for a ride in my GT. But anyways, he's out here to race. Miller Lite's here. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's have some fun. All right, so what's going on? Tell me what's happening.
Right here, they call this the grid. It's taking basically all your hood measurements, roof measurements, make sure we're all good.
Hey, you need one of these for Mike when he's doing body work. Help him out a little bit.
Woo! We're out of here. So the race is about to start. I'm down here. It's getting noisy. You can feel the energy in the air. It is getting nuts. Everybody's ready to go. I mean, I know Brad is. He's in his suit and everything else.
I feel good about it. I think she wants to be on TV, too. But we feel good about it, and I think we're going to have a really fast Miller Lite Ford today.
How's things, man? You feeling good?
Yeah, car's real fast. We're up towards the front.
So what have you been doing all day? Eating pizza and playing video games?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm talking to Brad. I'm trying to tell him, you know, the gas monkey way of doing things. Just floor it, dude. It's a skinny pedal on the right. Don't worry about that other one. You don't need it. Brakes are for quitters. All right, well, you came out to Gas Monkey, saw what we do. Now it's time to see what you do, man.
Let's roll.
Get in there and rip it.
All right.
Let her rip. Tater chip.
Copy on me there, Brad?
Yes, sir. Got you red. Green.
There we go. This is a hell of an experience. I mean, I've been in NASCAR before, and I've been up in the stands. Woo! Being down here in the mix of it, unbelievable. I mean, you can feel the adrenaline going on. You can feel the cars going past you. It is freaking awesome.
You know, I knew NASCAR was big, but this is amazing. This is huge.
So Brad's killing it out there. I mean, he's going in, he's going out, and he avoided a huge crash.
Wreck up front of you, wreck up front of you. Slow pie, slow pie, slow pie, slow pie, coming across the track. Where are you? Oh, there you are. You made it right. Duck left. Good job, man.
At the end of the night, Brad finished 18th, but that's okay. It was a big win for me getting to see him race for the pits. So, Brad, thanks for inviting me out. I had a great time. You keep rubber side down and keep racing, man. Woo!
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Cool. The new intercooler arrived, and I'm wasting no time getting it into position so that I can fabricate the brackets that'll mount it. Right on. And to get all the tubes welded up that'll connect it to the turbos and the throttle body. Golly. I had hoped to duct air to the intercooler from the side vents on the Pantera, but there's simply just no room for that. Now it's time for Plan B, which means modifying the deck lid that Mike Coy probably thought he was done with.
So I had this idea a minute ago. Ditching the whole center section on the middle, cutting the whole thing out, running the scoop on the top like this, come all the way down to feed the intercooler. So I would just zip the whole middle of it out, and we'll just use the scooper up top to come down, and so I blow the air down over to the top of the intercooler.
Cut up a perfectly painted deck lid. Wonderful.
And then the cut here will match up to whatever the top of the box is, and then make the scoop, and we'll make the, you know, it'll kind of funnel down to it.
Yeah.
That'll be about it.
The car's done now, but the only thing that's left is the deck lid itself. What Aaron wants to do is he actually wants to create a scoop that goes from the top of the deck lid and feeds the intercooler. And that means cutting up a perfectly good deck lid. Aaron wants to scoop to mimic the lines on the Pantera, but right now it looks like a big giant dinosaur bone. So none of us are sure Aaron's even gonna like it.
I think the dinosaur bone works. I was really worried about it. I'm thinking it was gonna get so strange, but you know.
We were too.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it 100%. In my head, it looked a couple different ways. This right here flies.
It's a good thing Aaron likes the way it's looking, because we gotta get it over to Mike, like now. Because the truck to Barrett Jackson's gonna be here in a week, and it's not gonna wait on us.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Makes backing the car up a little harder. Who cares about that?
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
We might be in trouble on this one.
The monkeys find a problem with the Pantera.
Makes you want to throw up. Man, I hope he doesn't flip out.
And Richard may have to pay the price.
Get out, just leave.
Charles, why don't you go ahead and get that front seat in?
I'm on it.
We've got the Pantera on the ground for the first time, and I'm itching to get it outside and see how it sits.
The stuff, when it sits on there too long, becomes part of the car.
I'm gonna go outside, we'll take a couple pictures of it, clean up, and get ready to finish up. The car's basically done. There's some tuning left to do before it's driving, but I really couldn't be much happier with it. And the sound is ridiculous. Even at low RPM, hearing those twin hair dryers spool up is a real attention getter. Yeah, this side's low, that side's high a little bit.
The Pantera sounds freaking awesome, but it looked better with a deck lid on it. Barrett Jackson will be here in no time, and Aaron Kaufman says the car will be ready. I sure hope he's right, because it looks like a lot of work to me.
I kind of went done playing, but yeah, it's probably best. Probably do donuts here in a second.
Hey, Mike, can you help me do a final fitment on this? Make sure that it didn't move any with all this welding?
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Looks workable, and that's what I'm looking for. So Webster calls me over and asks me to help him set the deck lid on.
Good question.
He's done a lot of work. He's stayed late. He's worked really hard to get this thing done, to get it back over to me. My side won't go down.
Yeah, my side won't go down either.
We set it on and notice that there's a huge problem. Not a minor problem, a huge problem.
I knew it was going to do that.
Makes you want to throw up.
What I actually had to accomplish here, this is something that takes weeks, maybe months to actually do. Well, I did it in days. It looks decent. Mike has to do his magic to actually make it look good. The whole back went, yeah. All the heat stress and everything like that, it's just caused a huge problem. So now that's going to set us further and further behind because I got to fix my problem, and then I still have to hand it over to Mike. I don't know when this thing's going to get done.
Yeah, let's take it off. All right. We might be in trouble on this one. And it's heavy.
Hey, Richard.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a guest.
Who?
Hey, man.
What's up, dude?
I'm back.
Way to go this weekend.
Woo! Since Richard was so good to us and he had so much fun at the race, I thought I'd bring him a nice little gift.
Is this the car?
Yeah. Oh, a part of it at least. The part I didn't tear up is actually the hood off my Miller Lite Ford Fusion.
It's not any good till you put a John Henry on it.
Oh, no, I got my own.
Oh, you're going with blue.
Blue.
Get out of the way.
Look out. Let's go right here. Richard had one request, and that was for an autograph. So I'm glad to do it, and I hope he keeps it on his wall for a long time. There you go, brother.
That's about as cool as it gets, man.
Hang it somewhere cool, man.
Well, you're not racing, right?
Not racing.
Right now?
Now.
Well, let's go have a beer.
All right, let's go.
Man, I hope he doesn't flip out.
Well, then he wouldn't be Richard.
We've got to get plane tickets organized. Get over there Monday, I guess.
Okay.
Is this Barrett stuff?
Yeah, we're trying to get hotels and airfares and rooms. And, I mean, I got Dennis and Prashant and Jay Ricky and Chris, and everybody's going.
The entourage.
Well, I'll tell you this, everybody but the Pantera, I think, unless you want to take it without a deck lid. Which I think probably hurts its sell value.
I would imagine that hurts. What's up with it?
We don't have one, straight up. I mean, we had the one that came off the car, but I got Webster started on adding the scoop late in the game, and he's still working on it. Problem is, though, he can't bodywork something that hasn't been built yet.
Did we send them the titles yet?
Yeah, I sent them everything.
That's a mess, because now I can't just pull it from the auction. If I pull it, I have to either pay a fee of what we would have expected it to sell for, or I got to give them something of approximate that value to sell.
When it comes to Ford-powered mid-engine cars, the GT's here.
I didn't really want to sell that.
They have zero paperwork on the GT, though.
Well, I know, but I mean, what I'm saying is they have the title to the Pantera. We expect that to bring maybe $250,000, $300,000. And if I pull it, I have to pay 10 and 10%. That's 20%. I have to pay $50,000 to be able to pull it from the auction, or I got to give them something that will sell for somewhere around the same money, because they've got their docket full.
Even at that $50,000, though, no matter what you threw at this, you're not going to have a deck lid on it, have it working right. All you're going to do is have a lawsuit on your hands. We have to finish the car the right way.
I'm fast, but not that fast.
Dadgummit. And there's just no way.
While the car runs, it is not in drivable condition. It's like everything's on, everything's functional, except for we do not have a deck lid.
All right. Well, I can't argue that. So, Jesus. I mean, we got a ton of money in the car, and I was supposed to take it to Barrett. Now what am I going to do with it? Because, I mean, I can't sell it. Let's say we're a week late. Barrett's gone. I can't sell it then.
There's not only one Barrett, so you can take a car that you have a lot of money wrapped up in, and you can shoehorn it into an auction with no test miles, without even being finished, and just roll the dice. Or we can finish it right, and you can sell it at a place where there's a lot of drunk people, and they're ready to spend some money. It just won't be this one.
All right. Just get with Tony and see if the GT's ready to sell. If I can change out cars, that's our only savior. Otherwise, I've just got to pay the fees.
Okay.
All right, everybody out of here. Leave me alone. Including y'all. Get out. Just leave. I'm tired of it. It's freaking I'm over here losing my ass, and everybody thinks they want to just put it on TV.
Coming up on Fast and Loud. Boom! Richard takes in the scene at a new Barrett Jackson.
It's the Northeast, man. People are old up here.
And goes all in on his Ford GT.
It's a wicked bitch.
What famous musician fired multiple shots from a handgun into his yellow 1971 Pantera? Was it A. Elvis Presley, B. Johnny Cash, C. Mick Jagger, or was it D. Bob Dylan? What famous musician fired multiple shots from a handgun into his yellow 1971 Pantera? The answer is A. In a rage after a fight with his then girlfriend, Elvis Presley fired 3 shots into his Pantera when it wouldn't start.
Seems like it's an older crowd up here. What do you think?
It's the Northeast, man. People are old up here. Here we are at the Barrett-Jackson Northeast. We're up in Connecticut, believe it or not, but this is the first big sale that Barrett's had up here, and it is crazy. I've been to Barrett-Jackson sales for going on, what, 20 years?
Yep.
This is madness. I mean, we got tents up, we got race cars going all around the outside of this place, people drinking beer, having a good time. This thing is massive. That whole hotel is sold out. There's more people here than you can count. Hopefully they brought their wallets. I need some money. And the GT should bring big money, but I'm in it right, so I mean, I guess if it gets anywhere, I need to sell it. You know me, win or lose, it's gonna be a party. So I got my buddies Prashant and Big Chris along for the ride.
What do you think about the Zephyr?
I don't know, that's a weird one, because it's a cool car, but it's not like my favorite car. My Zephyr was Chip Booze's car. I did a little horse trading with him because we found a car that his dad built back in the 70s. Heck yeah, let's drop it like it's hot. Figuring on what I spent to get his dad's car, I'm in for about 49 grand. So I'm pretty excited about that car. What it's gonna do, I don't know. It's rad, it's a 4.8 liter, all Lincoln Navigator underneath, air conditioned stereo, Bluetooth, air ride, you name it, bro hammer. This car's got it.
What is it, $100,000 build? How's it drive?
Drives great. So if this car does what it should do, you know, 75, 100 grand, we're making some casheronis. Or at least I am.
Maybe we can take the day off.
Maybe you could buy us a jet to get home so we don't have to wait till 6 o'clock. Let's go sell some cars. I wanted the Pantera here, but thanks to the bearded blunder, I'm putting my GT up. But that's later on today. Going up first is the Zephyr.
Here comes lot 741. It's a 1941 Lincoln Zephyr Custom Convertible offered by Gas Monkey Garage.
This is kind of going to test the waters. I mean, let us know if there's real money in the room or not. It's going no reserve, so it's going to sell. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
If we can build 100, 100,000, 50, 50,000, 10, 10, 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, 30, now 40, 40, now 50, now 40, 50,000, 50, 40, 50, 5, 60, now 5, 60,000, 55, and 60.
A lot of modern upgrades to this, including the air ride suspension. In addition,
bidding started out real good. It shot up right past 50 grand, and that's cool. Anything more now is money in my pocket.
Incredible driver right here.
It's 62, now 52, now 60, now 2. It's 62, there you go. It's 65, now 65, coming to just 62, and 5, 65, and a half. So, $62,000.
62 G's of bank for my Zephyr. It's not 75 grand I wanted, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but you gotta realize it shows there's money in the room, good money, smart money. They knew a good deal and they bought it, so the rest of the day should be great.
Well, I hope the smart people are paying attention when the Ford GT comes up because I'm gonna have like 300,000 smarts.
I think I'm...
65 and a half. So, 62.
This car just beamed you in the balls.
Yes, it did.
All right. Between your metal work and my body work, this thing's gonna weigh about 800 pounds more than it used to.
With all the welding that I actually did to that deck lid, that's a big structure.
I'll come see you next week.
Okay. With a really thin sheet metal. Hopefully I'll be done. It's just too much for it. It's got to move somewhere, so it chose to move up. When you look at the deck lid, it was actually doing this. The deadline passed and the car didn't make it to Barrett. But we still need to get this thing fixed and painted before Richard gets back from the auction. Neither Mike or I think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try the easiest fix first. I wanna make a relief cut down the center of the lid. I think it might have worked. I'm gonna go get Mike. It definitely did move.
Well, it does definitely look better already.
My little idea appears that it might have actually accomplished something.
Man, I tell you what, that'd be about the first thing that worked on this if that happens.
Look at that.
God dang.
You're close.
God dang, man.
That's close.
Still needs a little bit of work. Still got to do another relief cut in it. Speaking of reliefs, God almighty, that's a huge relief. I didn't expect it to move that much.
I kind of told myself I wasn't going to sell this car, but I guess it's time. So my GT40, I bought it slightly wrecked. We got it all built back, went black with it, bigger wheels, bigger brakes, faster motor, bigger horsepower, you name it. It is a better Ford GT.
I think this is without a doubt one of the best builds you've ever done, if not the best. Some of you will take a look at this car for what it is. God, it drives great, too.
It's a wicked bitch.
It's one of the fastest cars to come out of the shop.
For sure, most definitely. This one breaks 350. I'm super happy, but it could do 400, 500.
Roger, this is number 1, 2.
You all right, brother? Here's where it all goes down, man. Woo!
You ready? Start doing some of that dancing with your fingers.
There you go.
There you go. And it worked.
All right, here we go. Now, what really makes me nervous about today is usually you go to a Barrett-Jackson sale and you might see $1 million, $2 million, $3 million cars. I think $400,000 is the top of the market here at this sale, which is probably a good thing for them because it's their first time to do it. But my GT needs to bring 350. I don't know what's gonna happen. Now, Barrett-Jackson auctions are normally all no reserve, but the select elite cars like my GT, they will allow a reserve. And thank goodness they do. I'm setting this one today at $300K for this baby.
A 2005 Ford GT custom built
Give it a
so
little rap.
big that it took 2 episodes.
I'm in the car for around $250,000. I need to see at least that much just to break even.
820, 130, 830 on a pay to get 40, I had to get 140, 50, I had to get 150 pound dollar, 150 on a pay to get 150, 60, 70, 200 pounds, $10 down, I'm gonna get down to 200 pound dollar, 210, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, I'm gonna get down to get down 20, 220 on a pay to get down 20, 10, 15, 20, 220.
The bidding broke $200K, but they're just not coming in like they should. It's risky, but lifting the reserve might open up some wallets.
230, 40, I'm gonna get down 240,000 down there, 240 pound dollar, I'm gonna get down.
And I really thought I'd do 350.
What's going on, Barrett-Jackson? How's everybody doing today? Wow! I tell you what, I did not want to sell this car. It's my personal car. It is wicked cool. It is a faster, leaner, meaner, lower, better braking Ford GT than you've ever seen. So, bid to win, we're going to sell it. So, lift the reserve, Craig, and let her rip, Tater Chip. So, yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, the hammer comes down on Richard's Ford GT.
Aren't you Richard Rawlings?
And the Pantera brings the heat.
Look at that.
I don't think they realize how hard this was to work. This by far has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Down in that crevice, you can't get your hands down in there, much less a sanding block with a piece of sandpaper. That's one part of it. The other part is when you go to paint, it creates an air channel in there. It wants to push your paint out to the sides, and it doesn't get down in that ditch. This is a mess too, by the way. It's never this messy. Okay, it's always this messy, but it's irritating me right now. There hasn't been one time where I've gone in there and sprayed something on that it went well. Not once. Let's do it. I've just wanted to shoot myself in the face with little BBs until I die. This is how big of a pain in the butt this has been. If I go in there and there's any more problems, I'll beat the out of it.
Lift the reserve, Craig, and let her rip, Tater Chip. Our Ford GT is on the block at Barrett-Jackson Northeast. It's there because Kaufman didn't make the deadline to finish the Pantera. And I'm nervous because I got $250,000 in this GT and bidding just stalled at $230.
230 is bid.
So I pulled the reserve to give the bidding a boost. And now, he's sweating it out.
Better be the new owner. Hey, 235 where? 235. 235 pound dollar down. I'm gonna get up 555. 235. Anybody else sold through and a half? Sold. $230,000. Lot number 644. This is a 1968 Pontiac GTO Ram Air 2 from the private stage now.
I just got my ass handed to me. I'm not in a good mood.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. He pulled the reserve at 230, which I don't disagree with. There were 3 bidders on it. I was talking to one of them. I thought it was a good move. I thought the car would have pushed up to 270, 280. It didn't. It fell flat at 230, so it was not a fail.
It should have made another 50, 60 grand. Well, at the end of the day, I know one thing for sure. That Pantera better shine like a diamond in a goat's ass. Okay, man, you ready?
Ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. Coast is clear.
Going on.
Hey, sir, what are you doing?
Oh, I'd get in the other lane if I were you.
Sir, what are you doing?
I'd definitely move.
Aren't you Richard Rawlings?
No, but that's Aaron Kaufman coming. I think it's time for some donuts. This donut will get you every time. Look at that. Pretty good donuts, huh?
Kind of sugary.
I wasn't talking about these donuts, man. What's wrong with you? Those donuts. Woo! Get you some of this. Our version of a 1972 Pantera. A little sleeker, a little meaner, pushed down on the ground, and we lightened it up with a 3.5-liter 6-cylinder EcoBoost. The plan here was simple. Take an older generation supercar and modernize it. Make it lighter and give it a little bit more horsepower and make it faster.
We could have put another V8 in it, but at the same time, we want to try something new. And the 3.5 V6 EcoBoost is a pretty rare swap to be done, and we've never seen one done in a Pantera.
You're either gonna love it or you're gonna be pissed off. When Aaron started discussing what he wanted to do, wow, it was kind of hard to swallow it and kind of hard to get my brain wrapped around it, but I started thinking, if I can get this thing done in time for Barrett and get it across the auction block, well, we might make ourselves a hell of a lot of money.
That's so awesome to pull the motor out of the wrong end of the car. When it came time to choose a power plant, this was kind of a no-brainer. The EcoBoost motor weighs a substantial amount less than the V8, so if we can make more power and have a lighter car, then the speed only goes up.
Problem was, I couldn't put my hands on a new one.
I gotta admit, I was a little miffed when Aaron showed up with a pickup truck. What is this? Come on, I'm building a supercar here, and I'm spending a lot of money to do it, and we're gonna try to make it to auction and make a lot of money. I ended up having to pay $10,000 for an F-150 pickup truck that had the EcoBoost motor in it, which we proceeded to rob from that. Bingo. And threw the rest in the trash. So, got a $10,000 motor in here.
We were a bit ambitious going into it, and the swap alone ate up quite a bit of time. And then the rust repair, the body work, we just got in a little bit over our heads.
We realized that it actually used to be originally blue. That's the way it came from the factory. Now, when it got painted white was probably one of the times it spun around and, you know, busted one of the fenders or what have you. But, you know, it looked good in white, and we decided to keep it in white.
The suspension on the car is four-corner independent, which is great, and in fact, pretty well engineered. But the original coilovers and shocks on it, I didn't think were up to the new job. So we replaced all that with a Ride-Tech set of coilovers on all four corners. We needed to stop faster, and so this car has 14-inch wheel woods all the way around 6-piston calipers. The next thing was we needed wheels that fit over the top of them, and because of the shape of the car and because of the general funkiness, we decided to put on a set of 18 and 19-inch rotiform wheels. Because we wanted the car faster, we wanted it to stay glued to the ground a little better, so we tried to help the aerodynamics anywhere we could. We broadened the chin on the car, pushed it forward, and then we added a chin spoiler. Just this little bit of work, definitely a big improvement when it comes to the aero of the car. The upgraded turbos are the key to making more horse pressure out of this EcoBoost, but the location of the intercooler meant that we had to modify the deck lid with an air scoop. I like the performance, and it looks pretty freaking cool, but adding it at the end of the build came a huge time suck.
That's not an easy fix.
So when it came to getting the car finished and going to Barrett-Jackson, we just didn't make it. But car's still for sale. Barrett was a really good opportunity for Gas Monkey to make a lot of cash and get our money back out of this car. We've got over 100 grand in it now. I think the car's gonna bring the money one day. Hopefully, the right buyer's out there. If you're looking for a Pantera that's been modified to be really fast and really lean, looks pretty damn sharp, I got the car for you. But while I'm waiting on the right buyer, I think there's some donuts left.
Richard, your ticket. And your donut.
আজকে আপনি চাইলে 10 মিনিটস নিতে পারবেন পার্টিসিপেন্টসদের থেকে, যে কোনো দুজন।
Oh my God! What a power! কারো খারাপ চেয়ে যে আমাকে ভালো করতে হবে আমি সেটা চাই না। আর এই শোটা আমার ছেলে মেয়ে দেখছে, তো ওরা যখন দেখবে যে আমি ওদেরকে সেম শিক্ষাটা দেই যে প্রতিশোধমূলক যেন না হয় বা প্রতিশোধ পরায়ণ যেন না হয়। এখন যদি আমি সেম কাজটা করি তাহলে ওরা ভাববে যে আমার আম্মু কেন এটা করেছে।
আজকে মেন্টরস টাইম আউটটা আমরা গ্রোসারি স্টোরের আগেই দিচ্ছি, অ্যান্ড আজকে মেন্টরস টাইম আউটের সময় থাকবে 5 মিনিটস।
ওয়াও! এখন শুধু বাকি রয়েছে 3 বিজ্ঞ বিচারকের পছন্দের পার্ট, ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ।
নিশাদ,
জি স্যার।
ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ উইনার। আজকে আপনার অ্যাজ ইউজুয়াল 3টা অপশন থাকবে। নাম্বার 1, প্রথমে তো আপনি মেন্টরসদের থেকে 5 মিনিটস পাচ্ছেন, এরপরেও আপনি যে কোনো সময় আপনার পছন্দের মেন্টরের থেকে অ্যাডিশনাল আরও 2 মিনিটস নিতে পারবেন টাস্কের যে কোনো সময়। নাম্বার 2, আজকে আপনি চাইলে 10 মিনিটস নিতে পারবেন পার্টিসিপেন্টসদের থেকে, যে কোনো দুজন।
Oh my God! What a power!
অ্যান্ড নাম্বার 3, গত পর্বে আমরা যে নতুন পাওয়ারটা ইন্ট্রোডিউস করেছিলাম, এন্টারপ্রাইজিং স্কিলসে আপনি অল 3 জাজেসদের থেকে ফুল মার্ক পাবেন।
গত পর্বের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ ওনার নিশাত আপু যদি আজকে আমাকে বিপদে ফেলে তাহলে আমার তেমন কিছু আসে যাবে না, কারণ হচ্ছে যে আমি সবসময় যে কোনো ঘটনার পজিটিভ আর নেগেটিভ দুইটা সাইড চিন্তা করেই আসি।
যেহেতু ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা নিশাত আপুর গলায় ঝুলতেছে, নিশাত আপু হয়তো বা আমাকে দিতেও পারে, আমি আসলে সেটা নিয়ে চিন্তা করতেছি না, কারণ যেটাই হবে সেটা মঞ্চে দেখা যাবে। আর যদি কোনোভাবে নিশাত আপু আমাকে চ্যালেঞ্জ ছুড়েও দেয় তাও আমি প্যানিক না হয়ে আমার বেস্ট ট্রাই করব কিভাবে ওইটাকে ওভারকাম করা যায়।
আপু যে কোনো ডিসিশনই নিতে পারেন, চ্যালেঞ্জ ওয়াইজ উনি ডিসিশন নেবেন, তার মধ্যে রিস্কে আমিও আছি, কিন্তু খুব বেশি ভয় পাচ্ছি না, নিজেকে শক্ত রাখারই চেষ্টা করছি যেন উনি যদি কোনো চ্যালেঞ্জ দেয় সেটাকে ভালোভাবে মোকাবেলা করতে পারি।
রেডি? বলেন নিশাদ।
আমি নাম্বার 3 নিব।
অপশন 3 নিতে চাচ্ছেন আপনি?
জি স্যার।
আমার মতে ইটস এ সেফ অপশন। আপনি গত পর্বে যখন ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ নিচ্ছিলেন আপনি বলছিলেন যে দুজনকে কি টাইম মাইনাস করা যাবে নাকি?
সফায়ত আমার যে সময়টা কমিয়ে দিয়েছিল ওই দিন 1 ঘন্টা ছিল, তো তখন আসলে আমার একটা হয়তো রাত ছিল বা একটা ক্ষোভ ছিল। তামান্নাও যেদিন নিয়েছে পরের দিন সেম একই। যদি আমি কাম ব্যাক করতে না পারতাম বাড়িতে চলে যেতে হতো, আর যেহেতু আমি কাম ব্যাক করতে পেরেছি আমাকে ভালো করতে হবে, বাট কারো খারাপ চেয়ে যে আমাকে ভালো করতে হবে আমি সেটা চাই না। আর এই শোটা আমার ছেলে মেয়ে দেখছে, তো ওরা যখন দেখবে যে আমি ওদেরকে সেম শিক্ষাটা দেই যে প্রতিশোধমূলক যেন না হয় বা প্রতিশোধ পরায়ণ যেন না হয়। এখন যদি আমি সেম কাজটা করি তাহলে ওরা ভাববে যে আমার আম্মু কেন এটা করেছে। তার জন্য হচ্ছে আমি ওদের সময় কমাবো না।
গুড ডিসিশন নিশাত। আপনি আপনার ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা আমাকে দিয়ে যাবেন।
নিশা, তোমার ডিসিশন আমার খুব ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম। অল দ্য বেস্ট। থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ নিশা।
থ্যাংক ইউ আপু। নাগা পেরি পেরি চিকেন, হাটহাজারি কিমা পরোটা, শিমলা মরিচ দিয়ে একটা স্টাফ ডিলেট।
এত ঝাল পাকোড়া হিসাবে দিলে, কারণ যেহেতু তুমি কোটিং করে রেখেছো, ভিতরে কি আছে সেটা তো কেউ দেখছে না।
রাজশাহীর প্রতিযোগী মৌসুমী কবির আপনার রেসিপি নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
হাটহাজারি শরবত, স্টাফড শিমলা আর বোম্বাই পাকোড়া।
এই বোম্বাই মরিচের পাকোড়া আমার মনে হয় এটাকে তোমার ব্যালেন্স করা উচিত ছিল। এত ঝাল পাকোড়া হিসাবে দিলে, কারণ যেহেতু তুমি কোটিং করে রেখেছো, ভিতরে কি আছে সেটা তো কেউ দেখছে না। এইটা অনেক বেশি ঝাল হয়েছে, এইটা ঠিক আছে শিমলা মরিচ যেটা করেছো। তবে তোমার এইটা আমি যত ঝাল মনে করেছিলাম, এটা কিন্তু অত ঝাল না।
পুরোটা ব্লেন্ড করে দেওয়া
এটা খেতে খুবই ভালো হয়েছে। এইটা যদি এরকম ব্লেন্ড করতে তাহলে 10 on 10 পেতে। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
ড্রিঙ্কটা আপনি যেটা বানিয়েছেন হাটহাজারি শরবত, খেতে এমনি মজা, বাট এটাতে আমার মনে হয়েছে যে হাটহাজারি ফ্লেভারটা সিগনিফিকেন্টলি বোঝা যায় না। আগেন এটা যদি না বলেন তাহলে বোঝার কোনো ওয়ে নেই। প্লেটিংয়ে একটা মরিচ অথবা মরিচের কোনো এলিমেন্ট দিয়ে দিতে পারতেন, তাহলেই ড্রিঙ্কটা টেস্ট না থাকলেও বোঝা যেত যেটা হাটহাজারি মরিচের ড্রিঙ্ক। নাম্বার 2, বোম্বাই মরিচ পাকোড়া। আইডিয়া কনসেপ্টটা ভালো ছিল, এটাকে ভিনেগারে কিছুক্ষণ রেখে দিলে একটু ঝালটা কমে আসতো, বাট এটা খাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, and এটা খাওয়া পসিবল না। কামিং টু দ্য শিমলা মরিচ, স্টাফিংটা অনেক মজা ছিল, প্লেটিংও ভালো ছিল দেখতে, অ্যান্ড প্রেজেন্টেশন এভরিথিং এটা ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আপনার কস্টিং আজকে ঠিক আছে।
দুটো স্টার ডিশ হচ্ছে ড্রিঙ্কটা আর শিমলা মির্চের যেটা স্টাফিং দিয়ে করেছেন এটা। ড্রিঙ্কসটার মধ্যে তেঁতুলটা দিয়ে যেহেতু আপনি ব্লেন্ড করেছেন, তাই তেঁতুল টক ঝাল মিষ্টির একটা ফ্লেভার আসছে। শিমলা মরিচের পুরো এটাই আমি শেষ করেছি স্টাফিংটা। মরিচ দিয়ে খেলে আরও বেশি ভালো লাগছে। সুন্দর করেছেন, প্রেজেন্টেশন সুন্দর, নাইস ট্রাই। থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। থ্যাংক ইউ মৌসুমী কবি। এবারে নারায়ণগঞ্জের প্রতিযোগী নিশাত, আপনার ফুড নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
নাগা পেরি পেরি চিকেন, হাটহাজারি কিমা পরোটা, শিমলা মরিচ দিয়ে একটা স্টাফ ডিলেট।
পেরি পেরি নাগা কনসেপ্টটা অ্যামেজিং ছিল। কনসেপ্টটা আই থিঙ্ক নাগা মরিচের বেস্ট ইউসেজ এটাতে করা হয়েছে, বাট সেখানে অন্যান্য সিজনিংটা একটু কম হয়ে গেছে, স্পেশালি লবণের পরিমাণটা আরেকটু বাড়াতে হতো। সসটা মজা, ঝালের পরিমাণ ঠিক আছে। সেম গোজ ফর হাটহাজারি পরোটা, এটারও কনসেপ্টটা খুবই ভালো ছিল। টেস্ট ওয়াইজ আই ফেল্ট ভিতরে আপনি কিমা স্টাফিং করেছেন, রাইট? হ্যাঁ, ওটার ফ্লেভারটা আরও বাড়ানো দরকার ছিল, পরিমাণটাও আরেকটু বাড়ানো দরকার ছিল, বাট হাটহাজারির ফ্লেভার্স অ্যান্ড টেস্ট পরোটা থেকে বোঝা যায়। শিমলা ডিলাইট, রাইট? ভিতরের স্টাফিংটা অনেক মজা। শিমলা মরিচ যে একটু তিতা ভাবটা থাকে ওটাকে কমপ্লিটলি কভার আপ করে খুবই ভালো একটা টেস্ট ক্রিয়েট করে দ্য খেজুর স্টাফিং। সো অল 3 ডিশেস আমার অনেক ভালো লেগেছে। গুড জব।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আমার কাছে খেতে ভালো লেগেছে, আর পেরি পেরি সস দিয়ে যখন চিকেনটা খাচ্ছিলাম আমার কাছে তখন আর লবণ যে খুব বেশি কম সেটা লাগছিল না, বিকজ আমি সসটাকে মিক্স করেই খাচ্ছিলাম। আলাদা খেলে লবণ কম লাগে। আর এই ডিশটা তো খুবই ভালো লেগেছে আমার।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আপনার 3টা ডিশের প্রেজেন্টেশন, ব্যালেন্স, ঝালের ব্যালেন্স বলবো, যেহেতু একটাতে আর কোনো ঝাল নেই, একটাতে পুরোটাই আপনি ডেজার্ট করেছেন, শিমলা মির্চের ডেজার্ট। আপনিও প্রথম করেছেন, আমিও প্রথম খেয়েছি শিমলা মরিচের ডেজার্ট। এটা স্টাফিংটা এত মজা কি বলবো। আর পেরি পেরি চিকেন অ্যান্ড পরাঠা যেটা করেছেন খুবই ভালো, দারুণ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিং ঠিক আছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ ফার্স্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ নিশাত।
দুই নম্বর অপশনটা চুজ করব।
আপনি একজন পার্টিসিপেন্টের থেকে আজকে 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিবেন।
জি। উরি বাবা,
কোন লাকি পার্টিসিপেন্টের থেকে আজকে আপনি 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিবেন?
আমি নিশাদাপুর থেকে 10 মিনিট নিয়ে নিতে চাই।
আবারও নিশা। আমাকে সবাই যেহেতু কম্পিটিটর মনে করতেছে, তো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমার ছেলে মেয়ের কথা চিন্তা করে হলো আমাকে স্ট্রং থেকে এখানে বেস্ট ফাইটটা দিতে হবে।
ওয়াও। আজকে আপনাদের জন্য রাঁধুনি স্টোর একেবারেই তালা মারা। আপনারা বাজার করতে বাইরে যাচ্ছেন। বাজেট অনুযায়ী খাবারের প্রসেসিং, কস্টিং এবং প্রেজেন্টেশন, ওভারঅল সব কিছু মিলিয়ে আজকে আপনাদেরকে মার্কিং করা হবে।
তাহলে বাজার করা, রেসিপি লেখা, এর জন্য কত সময় পাচ্ছে আমাদের পার্টিসিপেন্টসরা?
আজকে আপনাদের বাজার করার জন্য সময় থাকবে 30 মিনিটস।
আর গ্রোসারির জন্য রাঁধুনি স্টোরে যাওয়ার জন্য কত সময় থাকছে?
আজকে আপনাদের জন্য রাঁধুনি স্টোর একেবারেই তালা মারা। আপনারা বাজার করতে বাইরে যাচ্ছেন। বাইরে যে যাওয়া আসা হচ্ছে সেই সময়টা বাদ দিয়ে শুধুমাত্র যে সুপার মার্কেটে যাচ্ছেন সেখানে 30 মিনিটস পাচ্ছেন রেসিপি লেখা সহ।
কিন্তু শেফ, তার আগে আরও একটি বিশেষ কাজ বাকি আছে। গত পর্বের যিনি ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ হোল্ডার, তিনি আজ কি কি বিশেষ সুবিধা পাচ্ছেন?
ম্যাম, আপনি তো গ্রোসারি স্টোর আজকে সবার জন্য তালা দিয়ে দিয়েছেন, বড় একটা তালা দিয়েছেন। আমরা কি এটা আজকে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ উইনারের জন্য একবার খুলতে পারি?
চাবি যেহেতু আমার কাছে আছে, যেহেতু আমাদের আজকের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ হোল্ডার, একবারের জন্য আমি তালা খুলে দিতে পারি, যেতে পারবে। এটা একটা অপশন।
থ্যাংক ইউ তামান্না। সো আজকে আপনার ফার্স্ট পাওয়ার থাকবে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফের। আপনি রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারি স্টোরে একবার যেতে পারবেন, অ্যান্ড আপনাকে যে 5000 টাকার বাজেট দেওয়া হয়েছে ওটা এক্সিড করে আপনি যদি কিছু মনে হয় স্টোর থেকে আনতে হবে সেটা নিয়ে আসতে পারবেন। দ্যাট ইজ অপশন 1। অপশন 2, আজকে টপ 8-এর থেকে আপনি যে কারো একজনের 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিতে পারবেন কুকিং টাইম থেকে। নাম্বার 3, সব পার্টিসিপেন্টস 2 মিনিটসের মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট পাবেন। আপনি চাইলে অ্যাডিশনাল 2 মিনিটস যে কোনো সময় কুকিং টাইমের ভিতরে অ্যাভেল করতে পারবেন। সো দিজ আর দ্য 3 অপশনস। তামান্না, থিঙ্ক অ্যান্ড আমাকে জানাবেন কোন অপশন আপনি পিক করবেন। তামান্না, কি ডিসাইড করলেন?
2 নম্বর অপশনটা চুজ করব।
আপনি একজন পার্টিসিপেন্টের থেকে আজকে 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিবেন।
জি।
উরি বাবা, প্রতিযোগিতা কিরকম জমে উঠেছে।
কোন লাকি পার্টিসিপেন্টের থেকে আজকে আপনি 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিবেন?
আমি নিশাদাপুর থেকে 10 মিনিট নিয়ে নিতে চাই।
আবারও নিশা। আমি জানি না আজকে আবারও কেন তীরটা নিশাতের দিকে ছোড়া হলো।
তামান্না, এখানে তো সবচাইতে ভালো করছেন আপনি, পাশাপাশি আপনার সাথে আছেন আপনার ঠিক পেছনে সাফায়াত, এবং এর গত পর্বেও সাফায়াত নিশাতকেই টার্গেট করেছিল, 10 মিনিটস কমে নিয়েছিল। আপনিও আজকে তাকেই টার্গেট করলেন কেন?
প্রথমত নিশাদাপু অনেক স্ট্রং আমি মনে করি, আর
সাফায়াত স্ট্রং না।
সাফাত ভাইও স্ট্রং, কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় যে নিশাদাপুর কাছ থেকে 10 মিনিট গেলে আপুর কিছু হবে না, আপু ফাইনে পেরে যাবে, সমস্যা নাই। কিন্তু যদি সাফাত ভাইয়ের কাছ থেকে 10 মিনিট নিয়ে নেই, তবে উনি যদি বিপদে পড়ে যান আমি জানি না, তাহলে উনি মন খারাপ করতে পারেন।
তাকে বিপদে ফেলতে চাচ্ছেন না, ওনাকে বিপদে ফেলতে
চাচ্ছেন। আমি কনফিউজ, আমি উত্তরও দিতে পারছি না।
নো প্রবলেম তামান্না, আমরা নিশাতের কাছে যাচ্ছি। নিশাত, গত পর্বে আজকের পর্বে যারা ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ হোল্ডার ছিলেন তারা এই অপশনটাই বেছে নিয়েছেন 10 মিনিট কুকিং টাইম থেকে কমিয়ে নেবার, এবং আপনাকে 2বার বেছে নেওয়া হয়েছে। আজকেও সেই ফাঁদে পড়েছেন, কেমন লাগছে আপনার?
প্রথমত বলবো এটা হচ্ছে গেম, তো ওরা সবাই আমাকে মনে করছে যে স্ট্রং কম্পিটিটার, তো এর জন্য আমি সবাইকে থ্যাংক ইউ। আর এখানে আসার আগে আমি আমার ছেলে মেয়েকে আমার মায়ের কাছে রেখে এসেছি, তো আমি যখন আমার ছেলেকে গাড়িতে উঠাই দেই তখন ও হচ্ছে ওর চোখ ছলছল হয়ে গিয়েছিল যে আমার দিকে তাকায়নি, বাট আমাকে একটা কথা বলেছিল যে ও জানে আমি খুব ইমোশনাল, কখনো যদি কাউকে কষ্ট দেই তো ওই রাতে আমার ঘুম হয় না, আর বাট দেখে মনে হয় যে আমি খুব স্ট্রং। তো আমাকে বলেছিল যে আম্মু তুমি যেহেতু গেমে যাচ্ছ ওইখানে তোমার কেউ বন্ধু না। আমি এইটা রিয়েলাইজ করতেছি এখানে যে আসলেই ঠিক, আমাকে সবাই যেহেতু কম্পিটিটর মনে করতেছে, তো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমার ছেলে মেয়ের কথা চিন্তা করে হলো আমাকে স্ট্রং থেকে এখানে বেস্ট ফাইটটা দিতে হবে।
ওয়াও, আজকের চ্যালেঞ্জে যদি আপনি সামহাউ সেফ হয়ে যান, বেঁচে যান, এরপর থেকে আমরা আপনার কুকিং টাইম এমনি 10 মিনিট কমিয়ে রাখবো। ঠিক আছে? আজকে আপনার ছেলে মেয়ের কথা চিন্তা করেও আপনাকে ফাইট ব্যাক করতে হবে এবং আপনার এই চ্যালেঞ্জের অ্যান্সার তামান্নাকে দিয়ে দিতে হবে। অল দ্য বেস্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
আমার কি বলা উচিত?
ম্যাম যদি আমার কোনো ভুল থাকে আমাকে ভুলগুলো ধরাই দিবেন।
কেউ তো ভুল ধরালো না, আমি কোত্থেকে ভুল খুঁজে পাবো? কুমিল্লার সাফাইয়াত। কে জানে আজকে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্পের পাওয়ারটা ধরে রাখতে পারবে তো সে মর্যাদা। হ্যালো
ম্যাম অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমার আইটেমটা হচ্ছে পার্পল ক্যাবেজ ক্রিম চিকেন পাস্তা।
সাফায়েত, আপনার ফুডটা আমি টেস্ট করলাম, আমার কাছে টেস্টের দিক থেকে চমৎকার লেগেছে। পাস্তাটা মনে হয় আপনি নিজে রেডি করেছেন, তাই না? এটার জন্য আপনাকে অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েট হচ্ছে। একটু আরেকটু সফট হলে মনে হয় আরেকটু মুখরোচক হতো, আরেকটু মানে বাইটে খুব মজা লাগতো, বাট ওভারঅল টেস্টের দিক থেকে আমার কাছে দারুণ লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
আমার কাছে খেতে ভালো লেগেছে, প্রেজেন্টেশনটা খুবই ভালো। তবে আমি পাস্তার যেটা বলবো যে এটা যদি আরেকটু বয়েল হতো, সফট হতো, ভালো লাগতো, বাট ভালো ছিল, সব কিছু মিলিয়ে ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
পাস্তাটা কি আপনি ইচ্ছা করে এই টেক্সচার রেখেছেন?
সে প্রথমত আমার পাস্তা প্ল্যানিং ছিল, মেন্টরের সাথে আমি এটা নিয়ে কথা বলেছি, তো ওইখানে আমি ভাবছিলাম যে পাস্তা হয়তো বা থাকবে আমার কাছে। আমি যেহেতু পাস্তাটা পাই নাই, দেন হচ্ছে আমি নিজেই এটা প্রিপারেশন মানে নিজে রেডি করার চিন্তা করেছি। আর পরবর্তীতে আসলে টেক্সচারের যে ইয়েটা সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা পাস্তা মেনলি আলদান্তে বেশি নেই, তো আমি ওইটা রাখার চেষ্টা করেছি।
1 hour ভিতরে টু মেক আ পাস্তা বাই ইয়োর সেলফ অ্যান্ড টু মেক ইট healthy and এত delicious, hats off to you.
Thank you so much.
Good job. কস্টিং ঠিক আছে, আই উইশ আপনি ক্যালোরি কাউন্টটা প্রপারভাবে আমাকে দিতেন, তাহলে আজকে আপনার ফুল মার্ক হয়ে যেত।
আমার কি বলা উচিত?
ম্যাম যদি আমার কোনো ভুল থাকে আমাকে ভুলগুলো ধরাই দিবেন।
কেউ তো ভুল ধরালো না, আমি কোত্থেকে ভুল খুঁজে পাবো? এত মজার, ডেলিশিয়াস।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
খুবই ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
থ্যাংক ইউ সাফাইয়াত।
থ্যাংক ইউ। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। Keep it up.
So tired, so tired. Thủy Trang Frui. Và đi có bơi không? Nho xanh táo Việt quất roi đỏ xoài tứ quý xoài tứ ký la Lạng Sơn tiểu hồng tươi ổi lê mật táo bưởi da xanh dưa chuột bao tử rau củ hỗn hợp West Burberry Cái gì vậy? Why do not understand? Không hiểu. Mố. Hỏng rồi. Không phải đâu Bri. No Bri no. Đoạn vít đó là sao? Căng cái nhẹ. Reverse này. Season này. Ai đây? Rất căng ạ. Không, G4. Tôi bị mất. Ôi, cay thế. Đứa bay vào trụ. Thôi khó, chịu. Ok này. Nice. Nice. Ok. Nó giật, nó giật, nó giật. May à? Đầu thế. Chịu, bỏ cái tốp. Gì gì. Ừ. Bắn bắn à bạn? À, bắn bắn à? Ba mẹ gì? Đi mà phải khôn. Một ba. Ngầu quá baby ơi. Ngầu quá baby ơi. Với mẹ mày. Đầu thế. Phát lửa cây luôn. Nỗi nhớ đông đầy. Yes sir.